Hi, this is Jordy.
And I'm Steven.
And this is Thorndale Theater Talk. This is a podcast where we're going to talk about movies, TV shows, and anything in the entertainment industry.
Yes, sir.
I know I sound very excited. Remember to follow us on Instagram at Steven Centrella.
Hell yeah.
That's that guy right there. If you're watching on YouTube.
Yep.
What are you pushing?
To like, subscribe, follow, all the buttons you have to click to do that.
You know exactly where they are.
And here I do.
Nice. On Twitter at Thorndale Talk, our official Twitter page, at Kibbles312 and at Steven Centrella. Remember to follow our Facebook page, Thorndale Theater Talk, and our YouTube channel, Thorndale Theater Talk, to like, subscribe. At least do that and comment of what you want us to talk about in any of that stuff.
Anything you want to comment about, go for it.
Yeah.
Feel free. It's the internet.
Yeah. You can basically do anything.
Yeah.
That's why I said basically.
Yeah, basically.
Remember to listen to our 45 other episodes on podcast streaming services like Apple Podcast, Breaker, and Spotify. Let's get to this week, Steve-O. Let's just get right at it.
I think we always do that, but yes, let's get at it.
Let's just get right to it. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
What was your movie of the week? What was it?
My movie of the week was Sounds of Metal. It was an Amazon Prime movie.
I do want to see that movie.
So it actually didn't come out too long ago. It came out back in November of 2020. It's a very good movie. That's all I have to say about that. So basically, what it's about a this drummer, heavy metal drummer, who is also an addict in his life. How he starts losing his hearing, how he starts going deaf, and him kind of coping with him going deaf. So then he goes into this deaf community which all these people were addicts as well. So not only they're deaf, but they also used to be severe addicts, and they all had trouble coping with their hearing issues and stuff like that.
So a drug addict, you're saying?
He was a drug addict.
Yeah.
Again, so where the movie takes place, he's 4 years sober, but then he starts losing his hearing, and then he starts freaking out because your life's going to shit. And so it's him dealing with the process of losing his hearing and him becoming a new person, and him still fighting his addiction, but it's a very interesting movie. So yes,
you liked it a lot.
I liked it a really lot. I will even say this is definitely like an Oscar movie, I think.
Yeah, I know, that's what I've heard that it would be.
The performance was great. The story is great. It's very heart touching. It's very tells just a beautiful story. So definitely worth checking out on Amazon Prime. Called Sounds of Metal. It's about a 2-hour film. It's worth it. But it's a very good movie. So definitely check it out. Yeah. I think you would really like it.
Yeah, no, you told me that.
If you watch it, Jordy, you're gonna be like, that deserves to be nominated.
Okay.
That's
I'm excited.
Gonna be.
I'm probably gonna watch that this week.
That's gonna be you, Jordy. I guarantee it.
I believe you.
You're gonna be like slamming the table, being like, Yeah.
How do you know how I usually go about when I see a really good movie?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. Okay. But nice. That's exciting to hear. How is Riz Ahmed, the main character? Is he good?
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, I like him.
Great performance. Honestly, he did a great job. Again, like I said, everything about this movie was just great. The story, the acting, it doesn't drag or anything like that. Mm-hmm. It's just, honestly, just a great movie.
I'm excited. I'll probably watch it this week with mine.
Yeah, so definitely check it out. Like I said, Amazon Prime free if you have, the Prime of Amazon's. Not, it's probably like $20, but it's worth it.
Nice.
Yes. What was your movie of the week? How was your movie of the week? Why is your movie of the week?
So my movie of the week was supposed to be One Night in Miami, but I didn't watch that.
Lame.
I watched a different movie. I watched Our Friend.
You got a friend in me.
It's Our Friend with Casey Affleck, Dakota Johnson, and Jason Segel. And it's about a woman who finds out she has cancer and how her and her husband and their very close friend kind of copes with it and goes about that really horrible thing. But it's based on a true story. It's very good. So going into it, for some reason, when I saw the trailer, I thought it would be kind of like 50-50, where it was like very, very funny, but also has that like incredibly deep and sad, genre in it.
Yeah.
It was not that. It was just it was sad throughout. There were heartwarming moments where like the comedy I guess would be in, but it's not like a laugh out loud, holy crap, this is hilarious.
Just like breaks the mood a little.
Yeah, it kind of like eases the mood, which you need to in like
Yeah.
very, very sad movies. You can't just like, I mean, you can, but it's a hard watch if you can't. So I liked it a lot. It's very good. Everyone's great in it. Dakota Johnson's phenomenal in it. I thought she was very good. Yeah, I'd recommend it. It's $20. It's on. You can watch it either on Apple TV Plus or I think it's either Hulu or HBO Max.
Pretty sure you could rent it on Amazon too.
Yeah, somewhere like that. So I'd recommend it. It's really good.
Right on.
It's pretty easy like story.
Easy story.
I mean, it's a sad story, but
if you want to be all sad, watch it for sure.
yeah,
Love it.
but it's really good though. There's heartwarming moments. It's not just sad like the entire straight movie.
Right. So what's your movie of the week this week?
My movie of the week this week?
Yeah.
It's something that you recommended.
Oh,
High Fidelity.
Oh yeah, right on, buddy.
High Fidelity.
Love it.
On HBO Max. It's with John Cusack. Do you know who else is in it? I know
Jack Black. Who else? Oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen it. But...
I know. Yeah, it came out in 2000. It's about a music-obsessed record store manager, John Cusack, tries to show his ex-girlfriend the same passion he has for vinyl in this... it's a comedy?
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited. It's something completely new. I didn't even know, like... I'm going to be honest with you. I think I've heard of the movie, but I've never, like, seen anything about it. Like, I never, like, saw trailers or anything, so I'm pretty excited.
That's good. That's good.
You're very excited for me.
Yeah, I am.
I might also see Sounds of Metal this week because that was one I remember I told you about last week, and I really want to see it. So it was good to hear that you liked it a lot.
Well, my movie of the week this week is The Little Things.
Did I ask you?
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you did.
Go.
I read your mind. I'm like Professor X, bitch.
Okay. Well, what was it again?
The Little Things. It's on HBO Max.
Just came out.
It's got Denzel Washington in it. It's got Rami Malek. It's got Jared Leto. This is a movie we posted the trailer about a couple months ago. Yeah, so looks...
It's gotten mixed reviews.
Yeah, it's gotten some really mixed reviews, but I'm still going to watch it because, I'm a big Denzel fan. I'm a big Rami Malek fan, so I got it.
Jared Leto is
Jared Leto's good, but, it's Denzel Washington. You got to give it a shot.
I respect it.
Exactly. So even though the reviews are but I'll still, I'm going to dive into it. So pretty much what the movie's, it's a thriller crime movie. So basically, I believe Denzel Washington, so he is trying to solve a murder case, and Rami Malek is the lead detective on it, and then Jared Leto is the guy who's accused. So it's going to be a very interesting movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, on HBO Max, new. Could check it out. I'm going to check it out. You should check it out. We all are going to check it out.
What else have you watched this week?
Oh, and now we're jumping into it. I also watched your movie of the week that you were supposed to watch.
I know. I really want to see it.
Yes.
I actually might watch 3.
Yes. So the one night in Miami.
Yeah.
So Jordy was supposed to watch that last week. Like I said last week, the movie just sounds so good that I was going to definitely watch it as well. But so I will review it as well right now.
How was it?
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
It's another movie that I think will possibly be nominated for an Oscar. Like, that is the movie as a whole. Directing, maybe not, but it was, again, directing was good, don't get me wrong, but I just but I think the story itself was very interesting, and it was very, all the actors did a great job with it. So it's basically, it's about, it's a true story, but not true at the same time. So the event took place, but they don't know exactly what happened within the event. So it's about Malcolm X, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, and Sam Cooke. How all four of them were hanging out one night in Miami after Muhammad Ali's one of his championship fights. And so all that's true, where they were all in Miami together. They were all hanging out in the hotel room together, but they don't know exactly what conversations were transpired. Mm-hmm. So that part is considered the fictional part. But again, it was still a great movie. It ties into again, problems that still occur today. So it's very, very good. Definitely worth checking out.
You want to hear a fun fact about that movie?
Yeah.
Guess who wrote the movie?
Who?
The guy who wrote and co-directed Soul that just came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He wrote that movie.
He wrote that movie.
He wrote One Night in Miami and directed by Regina King.
Oh, wow. Big
Fun fact.
Yeah, that's a fun fact right there. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Yeah.
Good for. He seemed very talented. I don't know. I think that those are the only two like big things that he's done. Yeah. That and like a Star Trek episode.
Good for him.
But that's
huge.
Those two were really good.
I will say
Soul and One Night in Miami says really good.
Regina King, like I said, she did a great job. I don't think she'll be nominated because again, it's like our first time, so like there's definitely like room for improvement.
It's not her first, but it's
first like major film.
She's done other.
Has she? I have no idea.
Like you're a little like I'm not positive about this. She has done other films. I'm pretty sure that she's directed, but I don't think there's anything that I know of that was this big.
This big?
She directed an episode of Insecure, which is a popular HBO show.
Okay.
She directed an episode of This Is Us.
Okay.
So she's kind of like been around a little bit, but nothing. She's done one other movie that I never heard of. Story of a Village. It might be like a documentary or something. I don't. That's what it says IMDb. But maybe this is her first big film. But good for her though. I think she's a great actress. So that's cool that.
So yeah, definitely worth checking out. Another Amazon Prime movie, so free on Amazon Prime. You gotta if you don't have Amazon Prime, it's $20 to watch. I think worth it, but because I definitely think that both Sounds of Metal and this movie would definitely be up for nominations. I think personally. So again, we'll wait and see, but I personally think they both should for sure. Yeah. So. That was the other movie I watched this week.
All right, Steve-O, let's do our now weekly talk of WandaVision.
Yes, WandaVision. Episode 4 of WandaVision. Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's finally moving somewhere. That's what I think. Real quick, there may be, I'm going to just pre-warn you, maybe some spoilers if you haven't watched the episode yet. If you haven't watched the episode yet, get on it. It's been out.
Wait like 2 or 3 seconds after.
Wait 2 or 3 seconds. This is your warning, me talking right now.
Yeah, there might be some spoilers. So
there may be some spoilers.
1, 2, 3. Okay,
so it's finally moving in a direction. The first 3 episodes were just so like we get it. You're in a TV show. All my predictions were coming true where it's Wanda who's controlling all of this. You saw that in this episode.
That's a huge spoiler.
She is though. This is her fantasy that she's in.
That's a huge spoiler.
Yeah. But it's her fantasy thing that she's manipulating, and she wants to be in there because she's having the life she wanted. You know, like the life with Vision, the life of if they could have kids, they would have kids.
That shot of him dead when she saw it. He's like still moving though was like freak. Like that was an amazing that was so well done.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's finally moving in a direction now, like where we know it's possibly happening. So I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah, was it rumored that this show that they're gonna try and link like the Fantastic Four to, or
it was X-Men? I heard it was one of them. It was one of them. They were trying to link they were trying to link these shows. So I
thought WandaVision specifically was gonna.
I think it was between WandaVision and Loki, and So between one of those 3 shows, they're supposed to link. One of them's supposed to link in X-Men, and the other one's supposed to link in Fantastic Four. Yes. So
I don't know, but yeah, it's moving. The fear I have for it is that this episode, so we finally know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That the next episode they're gonna do another homage where it's just like, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm a little bit afraid of.
Well, again,
because I want this to keep moving like this.
I think we're done with the homages. That's what I think.
I mean, if it goes back to like Wanda's perspective again, then
I guess. But I think right now what we're gonna see, you'll see both because
I can see that.
You'll see going both ways. I do like because the oh my god, what's his name? The FBI agent, I forget his name.
Something Wu.
Yes, the guy from
I know Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, yeah. So I love how they throw back him into it, and then
the girl from Thor's in it.
Yes. What's her name? She's from
Kat
Two Broke.
Dennings.
Yes, she's from Two Broke Girls. So she was in Thor, and then she makes an appearance in this. So it's a lot of like callbacks to these like small characters from the MCU, which I really like.
Randall Park, Jimmy Woo.
Yes.
Woo. Yeah.
So like all these small, like I said, small characters like throwbacks. Like I kind of like kind of like they're doing that. So
Yeah.
I think you're gonna see that with more of these like TV shows
Yeah,
with
I do too.
WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki. A lot of these small MCU characters are gonna have callbacks, and I kind of like that because they were they were minor characters, but they did a good job with their roles.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And so, what do you think so far? The
Yeah,
episode?
I liked it a lot. It finally had something like you said. Like I said, I'm a little afraid that maybe the next episode they go back to the homage, but then I could see them doing kind of like a Wanda's perspective of what she like wants, and then cut to like behind the scenes of them figuring out what like how to, get her out of this like trance that she's in.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I said,
we'll see.
I imagine she doesn't want to be cut from the trans.
That's the whole point of it. That's why she's like, what? Like at the end, what happened at the end happened at the end.
What I'm wondering is where, so after, I'm trying to figure out how much time has taken place after they defeated Thanos. He's like,
that reminds me, that first shot was awesome.
with that everyone coming back from the blimp.
That was
yeah,
sick.
I
thought that was awesome. That was really cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how
because I'm trying to think. It's got to take maybe a few months after.
Yeah, something. It's got to be something like that.
I'm just trying to piece it,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so that's WandaVision episode 4 that came out on Friday. So new
Disney
episode
Plus.
comes out this Friday. Every Friday, one episode. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Steve, let's get to the news.
Let's get into the news, everybody. We're going to jump into the news. You heard it right here. All this news we get from ScreenRant.com. You heard it right here, ScreenRant.com. Yes. All right. First big piece of news that is out there. The Formula, which is going to be a Netflix movie, has casted Robert De Niro and John Boyega. Again, both of them are casted for this Netflix movie. Again, two big name actors right there. Come on, Robert De Niro, man, still got it. He's like 70-something years old and he's still kicking ass. So
He was like 30 or 40 in Irishman. So
yeah, he looked. Yeah.
Just kidding.
He looked it definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just kind of excited because I'm a big Robert De Niro fan. Like, who doesn't love Robert De Niro?
And John Boyega was great in Star Wars. So.
Yeah, so it's
and also he was in Detroit. I'm pretty sure the movie.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was in Detroit. That was
an underrated. That's like I remember the beginning and the ending being like it was all right, but the whole event that happened was very intense. That was very good.
That part was very good, but
that was like an hour. That was like a little over an hour. That part.
But the whole movie as a whole was choppy.
Yeah, it was choppy.
In my
I completely
opinion.
agree.
But that whole event,
that was intense.
Yeah, we digress a little.
Yeah, I want to rewatch that part. That was really good.
Yeah.
But
yep. You could check that movie. Just be on the lookout for that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Next piece of news, some big news. Harry Potter TV show is reportedly in development for HBO Max.
Very early.
So, yes, very early. A live-action Harry Potter show is reportedly in the works for HBO Max. The show is in early development, very early development. Details remain slim. So, again, they're just still spitballing ideas what they would want to do if they do this Harry Potter TV show. So, that's kind of that's why the details are very slim, because they're still just trying to figure out if they do a TV show, what is it going to be?
Yeah, I feel like what I've heard or what I've seen on the internet is more of they're just pitching it's happening. They're agreeing, all right, we're gonna make more Harry Potter
universe stuff,
kind of like how Star Wars is doing their own thing,
Marvel
and Harry Potter's gonna do the same thing. With you've even seen it with the Fantastic Beasts with J.K. Rowling, but. Yep. Now they're doing a TV series. The question is, is it going to be, another remake of the books in a TV show? Is it going to be a spin-off of, just a random story in the Harry Potter world? Is it going to be a spin-off? Or one thing that I saw, which would have been really cool, is, how in the books, Harry was supposed to be spoiler, I mean, who cares?
It's in the books. Read.
Where Harry wanted to be an Auror, which is, basically just a detective or, a dark wizard hunter. You can do stuff if they somehow pay the original cast back. You can do kind of spin-off stories for that, which would be kind of cool.
Right.
I mean, it all depends.
See, what I personally would like to see, again, I know it's kind of repetitive a little, but I think they should just do do the books, the original Harry Potter books, but because the movies, there are a lot of things they cut out because there's only so much. Yeah, there's so much they had to cut up to fit into a 2-hour movie. So if you do a
you
TV...
want to do like basically a book, like a straight redo of what the books literally say into a TV show.
Yeah, you could do that. Well, because you could expand upon the universe, like the stuff that the movies couldn't. Because you have more time.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You
like,
have more time
really
in a TV show.
Like front page to back page cover of what the book says into a TV show instead of cutting it off and stuff. Yeah. I mean,
again, so you would have to like start from scratch. So you have to recast Harry Potter. You would have to recast Hermione Granger and recast Ron Weasley, which would be hard to watch. But again, I would view it more as just expanding on the Harry Potter universe, which is what they're trying to do, I think.
It's not expanding. You're just redoing it.
I guess redoing it, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say redoing it because...
You are.
No, because, again, the books were already a set thing. So it's just, again...
You're redoing the movies. It's just you're getting literally the source material and, like, literally word for word what it is.
You have to do word for word, but you could expand...
No, but, like, the details of it. I'm not saying, like, the...
But I'm saying, again, because, again, you want to expand upon, like, the world. That's one way of doing it.
It's redoing it. It's not expanding it. I think
I view it as expanding it because it's the stuff they couldn't do in the movies because you can't do everything in a 2-hour movie. You can't.
Yeah, I wouldn't use the word expand, but I know what you're trying to say. We're on the same page again, but we're saying the same thing.
Again,
I wouldn't say the word expand. It's just more of like it's just hard because there's details in the books that you see in the movies that you're just like, how the hell is that there? Because they don't really expand upon it.
So expanding, yes.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So again, I get it. It's not exactly expanding, but in a way, it is expanding.
Yeah. The problem is that I don't. I mean, I'd be totally fine with it because I love Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And I would totally watch it. But the last movie just came out in like 2011, right? I'm pretty sure.
That was almost 10 years ago.
I know, but that's still like.
That was 10 years ago,
that's
man.
Not like too long. Like no one remakes something in 10 years usually.
They remake things in 2.
Name one that they remake in 2. Oh, there was something recently. I'm trying to think. There's what? Name it. I can't remember.
No, I'm just saying. Like they do tend to remake.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
they're kind of like
remaking
that.
They do remakes if a movie tanks or not even tanks, but if they just feel like they could do a better job of it, they're gonna redo it.
Fantastic Four because that tanked, but like Harry Potter didn't tank. Harry Potter made.
I didn't tank, but again, you're doing it in a way where you're expanding. Again, by the time they get this show done. It's probably like 3 or 4 years from now, probably. I give it 5. I give it 5.
You one-up me, too.
Yeah, I give it 5.
You're so Steve-O. Okay. Yeah, sure, 5.
But by that point, it'd be 15 years from the last movie, and then you're looking at 20-something years from the first one. Mm-hmm. So you're again, by the time this TV show goes out, if they did that route, you're looking at
like I said, if they do that, I would still be really happy.
Again, the other
I would love that.
The other idea is if they just expanded upon, like, if they bring back Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and like all the
like I said, like the kind of like a spin-off kind of a thing,
like a spin-off of like the after years of like, which would be cool because you could show them rebuilding the wizarding world after Voldemort. So
you're talking about right after the events of the 7th
like
book?
that or like them growing up with kids, either one.
I know, because I mean they have like the Cursed Child that's out, that Broadway musical that they made.
Yeah.
And that was about like Harry and Ginny's son, and that was like kind of another tale of what happened after.
Right.
So I mean there was rumors for a little bit they were going to make that into a movie, but
yeah. I
mean honestly they probably will, it just won't be for a little bit longer.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to hear that they're doing more for the Harry Potters because I personally think the newest Fantastic Beasts, the first one was good, but the second one was, for my opinion, it was fine, but it wasn't anything.
Standing to my guns, it's a good movie. It's a setup movie, though. It's a setup movie.
Yeah, it's.
You're gonna appreciate it more once you watch that third Fantastic Beast and fourth Fantastic Beast movie.
I won't. But
you will.
I won't.
You will.
I promise you, I won't.
You will.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. More Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, we went on a tangent there.
Yes, we did. Next piece of news. All right. So, Monsters, Inc. TV show is going to be set for 6 months after the original movie. So, they are doing a Pixar TV show of Monsters, Inc. It's a spinoff. So, they're going to... the TV show will take place 6 months after the original movie. The spin-off series will be titled Monsters at Work. So But I bet it's just gonna be just them at work instead of scaring kids, making them laugh. You might see Boo again. Who knows? So, yes.
Yeah.
And you'll see the return of Mike and Sully. The
Oh, that's what it
cartoons. Well, the cartoons. We don't know if Billy Crystal and John Goodman will come back, but
hopefully.
The characters Mike and Sully, you'll see them returning again. I don't know if they'll be like the main vocal points
we'll
because they're gonna expand. I bet, but
we'll see.
Yep. Next piece of news. So Disney Plus quietly removes Peter Pan and more from kids' profiles over racist stereotypes. So Disney Plus, well known for their old racist movies, they are removing them off of Disney Plus. So the Peter Pan movie, the Dumbo movie, I believe, and I forgot what the other one was. But yeah, so some of them had some racist, interesting, mostly racist stuff in there, and so they're gonna remove it from Disney Plus.
I just love how it's the title said quietly removes.
I know. There's nothing quiet about this.
In the internet, you're never going to get away with anything quietly.
In this world, there's no way of getting... If you remove something off, someone's going to notice.
Someone will notice it and then post it and be like, look what they did. Look
exactly.
What they did. It's going to happen. Well, I mean, like, this is a different case. But yeah.
Again, no, this is like... Again, these movies are very,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Very racist. Like, the way they portrayed Native Americans in Peter Pan... Holy crap! Like full on, like
yeah.
Full on racist right there. And then also, I think it was Dumbo where the Jim Crow, literally the Jim Crow law, as racist as you could get. But yeah, so they're Disney hiding their past, being like this never happened. Put it in the vault and keep it in the vault. So, I just find it like it's fun stuff. Like
you think this is fun?
Yeah, because Disney thinks like, oh, no one's gonna notice. Like we were racist in the past. We all know you were racist.
I think they knew that people would notice.
Exactly. Like
they just did it.
They just did it, and they just be like, yeah, we stand by it.
And if someone sells you, then they'll be like, yeah, we did it.
Yep. All right, so moving on. Next piece of news: The Great Gatsby TV show's in the works. From Vikings creator Michael Hurst. So Michael Hurst, who's the showrunner of the show Vikings, is currently adapting F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel, The Great Gatsby. So, yes.
They had that movie with DiCaprio in it.
Yeah.
What did you think of that movie?
That was all right.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was all right. Again, like, I feel like because they've made Great Gatsby into a movie like 3 times.
Oh, I've never seen the other ones.
Oh, so they did the Leo one.
Yeah.
They had a TV movie one. That one had Paul Rudd in it. And then they had a one from like the 90s, I think it was. I forgot exactly when it was. But yeah, it's a great book, but it has not translate well into the big screen. So maybe translating to the small screen might be better. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I think. It hasn't worked. It hasn't worked as a movie 3 times. So trying it as a TV show, maybe that's the trick. Maybe. All right. Next piece of news: The Daily Show's Trevor Noah is working on an animated movie with Paramount. So Trevor Noah, who hosts The Daily Show, took over after Jon Stewart left, is working on an animated film at Paramount. Based on original story he created. I find this interesting because like Trevor Noah, he's very popular. I don't watch his show, but he's very popular, and I want to see like what other stuff he has like in his work.
Yeah, a lot of people like him. A lot of people think he's really funny, and I don't doubt that at all. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So it's like I like to see what else he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next piece of news.
Nice and quick.
Yes. The Mighty Ducks show trailer came out this past week. I did not post it because I just did not like it.
I didn't see it. So.
Yeah, it's hurting my childhood. It's hard to like acknowledge that. But yeah, so the Disney Plus is going to release Mighty Ducks, like a new. It's supposed to be a mini series, but yes. It's going to be a TV show on Disney Plus. Emilio Estevez comes back, but yeah, it just doesn't look good.
Another hurts to see remake.
Yeah, it's like it genuinely like and it looks like the same story too.
They don't care.
Like, it's kids who are it's like kids who again are not a good team, and no one wants them on their team, and so they create their own team, and Emilio Estevez is going to coach this scrappy team, and they're going to become good. So yeah.
Yeah, there's no words to describe. Let's just move on.
All right, yeah.
That's my opinion.
Next piece of news. Marriage Story director Noah Baumbach signs an exclusive deal with Netflix. So he's the director of Marriage Story, and he's signed a deal with Netflix. And his next movie is actually going to star Adam Driver and Greta Gerwig. So
Greta Gerwig, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greta Gerwig. I don't know if I think they're husband and wife, or at least they're together. She directed Little Women and Lady Bird. Yeah, and Adam Driver's great. That's exciting. And Noah Baumbach, I could see him like signing a deal with Netflix mostly just because Marriage Story just came out on Netflix. I don't know if Scorsese didn't do the same thing. No, but
it was
Scorsese did Netflix just because Netflix was gonna pay them the money to make the CGI stuff. Yeah. That's why.
It was the director of why am I blanking? Malk.
Mank. It's Mank. David Fincher.
David Fincher
That's
signed,
the one who signed
the big 4-year deal with Netflix.
But I like Noah Baumbach. He did Marriage Story. He did the Meyerowitz stories.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. That's exciting to hear. I'm excited. That's all I got.
How excited are you? You sound so excited.
I am.
Cool.
I'm very monotone, if you couldn't tell.
I could easily tell.
Yeah.
All right. Next piece of news. Cheaper by the Dozens reboot casts Zach Braff. So not only they're rebooting Cheaper by the Dozens, which was early 2000s family film with Steve Martin, how he has 12 kids and him struggling to raise 12 kids and try to conquer his dreams of becoming a football coach for the team. Yeah. All right. But yeah, so they're rebooting it, and Zach Braff has been casted. It doesn't say what character he'll be playing. I imagine he's playing the dad because he's like 48 years old. So, yeah.
Shrugging my shoulders. It's another reboot that just is happening. I don't know. I got nothing to say. Zach Braff, I mean...
You're full of wisdom today. I hope you know that. I just want to let you know that you're full of wisdom today.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Zach Braff, the only thing I know of him is Garden State and Scrubs, obviously. And the other movie that he made. That's the only two I know.
Going Out of Style. He's Going Out of Style he directed.
Oh, I never saw that one.
The one with Morgan Freeman and...
I never saw that one.
Okay, then.
I saw Garden State and then Scrubs, obviously. I mean, he's a big name guy. I'm just saying, like, we don't have to get him to Garden State. Why I think that's incredibly overrated. Yeah. But, I mean... We'll see. I'm not going to see this.
Instead of doing a reboot, they should do a sequel. All the kids are grown up. Do like Steve Martin, like...
Wasn't Hilary Duff in it?
Yeah. That's what, like, it had such a big child cast. Like, if you rewatch that movie, you'll be like, wow, all these kids... Some of them were big kid actors. Others, not so much.
I'm most likely not going to see this movie, so...
I may watch it depending on where it's on.
Yeah, you would watch anything, which I respect.
I give everything a shot.
You do. I respect
again, you can't deny it before you try it. So that's true. Like you can't say it's terrible.
Could have been a sexual one.
I guess you can't say it's terrible if you've never watched it. You got to watch it.
I know. I agree with you. It was just the way the saying. I was like saying. Okay.
But no, I see what I would rather see instead of like a reboot of Cheap Brothers Dozens. Yeah, like a genuine sequel. Like brings back the original cast, like all grown up, and Steve Martin retiring.
Did they have a second one?
They had two.
Yeah.
But like like him having like 20 grandchildren, great grandchildren, and like you could do a family movie on that. But yeah, the reboot's just lazy. That's what I think. It's lazy. All right. Last piece of news. Peacock hits 33 million signups in 2020, and that's before Office hit Peacock. So, they had such big signups before The Office, and now The Office, probably a lot more too. So I find this interesting because, I have Peacock, and, after been using it for a little bit, it's good. Again, it's another streaming service. Again, they have things that other streaming services don't have. I would say for them, again, if you want to like rewatch shows like The Office, Cheers, what else? Parks and Rec, George Lopez show. They have so many shows on there, but I think it's worth it. I've been rewatching like the George Lopez show on there. Such a good sitcom right there, as well as another sitcom they had, Grounded for Life. Another it was a short sitcom, only 5 seasons, but like it was really good. Again, Cheers is on there, Office is on there. They have original stuff too. I haven't dove into the original stuff yet. They do have movies on there too, so it's just another streaming service. But I think it's
yeah. I mean, we talked about it. I mean,
yeah.
I think NBC has the talent. I mean, they clearly do with the shows that they've made.
Yeah.
It's just now I think instead of I don't know when it's going to start, but I have a feeling that those types of shows that are really popular, like Parks and Rec and them, they're going to just be straight to Peacock.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the cable. We've talked about this before.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, like, even now that it's great that you're saying, like, it's just going to get better. Like, each streaming services are just going to get better.
They're just going to get better. Again, like, if you had to pick, like, it's hard to pick 3, but, like, there's so many streaming services. Your top 5 streaming services, it's 5 that you need to have. I would say it would have to be, like, Netflix, Hulu.
For sure, Netflix number 1.
Yeah, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime for sure. I'm gonna say HBO Max, and then I'm gonna say Peacock. I'm not Disney Plus. It's good, but like it's mostly nostalgia stuff they have.
I agree.
And then on top of it, like the WandaVision's cool and stuff like Mandalorian, but I feel like they don't have enough. Maybe like later down the road they'll have more originals where you're gonna rank it higher. But I think as of right now, just Disney Plus is just mostly nostalgia stuff. All they have, and how much can you really watch of nostalgia stuff? I'm trying to think what other services. What would you say?
I mean, I can't think of any other one. Those would be. I don't even have Peacock, but that would probably be my top 5 for the exact same reason. Because like Disney Plus, I think there's a very good possibility, to be honest with you, down the road in like 2 years they're gonna be like unreal because it's Disney, and like that streaming service might be like have like so many cool new things that it might go like higher on a list or something. But yeah, those would be the top 5. I can't think of any other ones.
There's like YouTube, and then there's
like Facebook. Isn't there a Facebook launch?
There is a Facebook launch like with TV shows and stuff on there. There's a few actually out there, but Quibi. Well, Quibi's gone.
Quibi's gone. Too soon, Steve.
Too soon. And then who just bought all Quibi's assets? My God, why am I blanking on it?
Roku.
Thank you. Roku's gonna.
I mean, they might do their thing.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But again, those are all smaller stuff. And then Paramount's going to be coming out with their own streaming service, Paramount Plus. It's going to be called. So that's I find it interesting because like Warner Brothers and Paramount signed a deal with HBO Max, but Paramount's going to be coming out with their own service, and a lot of the stuff's on HBO.
It's just for the movies for this year, though, right?
No, not movies. Like so, technically, Friends is owned by Paramount. Even though it was like on NBC, but it's owned by Paramount.
Yeah.
So like they have access to Friends, but they signed it with the HBO Max. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
I don't know. That's weird.
So, but yes, definitely Peacock. Definitely, I say check it. Like you definitely check it out. They got some good shows on there. Maybe worth getting. Maybe worth splitting with somebody. Mm-hmm. So, and yeah, that's all the news I have here for today.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Well, that ends this week's episode of Thorndale Theater Talk. Remember to follow us on Instagram at Steven Centrella, on Twitter at Thorndale Talk, our official Twitter page, at Kibbles312 and at Steven Centrella.
Where was this enthusiasm throughout the whole episode?
Facebook page, follow Thorndale Theater Talk, and our YouTube channel, Thorndale Theater Talk, to like, subscribe, and comment. Steve, I can do whatever I want.
Someone just throw an egg at you, for the love of God.
And remember to listen to us every Tuesday on platform streaming services like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Breaker.
Right on.
Thank you. See you next week.